Light prevails over darkness. A mitzvah, a good deed, is prevailing, is what is going to bring us the ultimate salvation, the ultimate geula, the ultimate redemption with Mashiach. And may this happen right now. So please, my friends, join me in giving some more tzedakah and while expressing our prayer to Hashem. Genug schön. Bring this whole situation to an end the way you know miraculously. Eradicate all evil and let us see the ultimate light, the light of the Beis Hamikdash. You know, it was amazing what happened this week. Amongst all the horror and amongst all the pain and among all those trepidation for our soldiers that are going to battle and in a difficult situation, we all rejoiced. Every single Jew in this world rejoiced about the fact that one lone soldier by the name of Ori Megidish, a young woman, was saved by the soldiers from the clutches of those terrorist murderers, the Hamas. Now, interesting, as we say, history repeats itself. Ein kol chodesh tachas hashemesh. There's nothing new. This young woman actually lives in the city of Kiryat Gat. Now, why is this relevant? Because listen to an amazing story recorded in Tanakh, in Shmuel Aleph, about a battle that King David had to wage about a city which was called Tzilag, Tsiklag, and archaeologists were able to determine lately that this was a city which is near Kiryat Gat. I find an interesting Ashgacha Pratis. What happened over there? Brief history. David HaMelech, as we know, had to fight many battles. David HaMelech was a warrior, and that's why God told him, you will not be able to build the Beis Hamikdash because the Beis Hamikdash has to be built by a man of peace. And unfortunately, your reign was one that you had to fight many battles for the benefit to protect Jewish people. Wasn't accused of that, but nevertheless, Beis Hamikdash has to be built by his son Shlomo in the merit of David HaMelech. So after a certain battle with the Philistines, etc., he retreated after 3 days and he arrived to the city of Tsiklag. And there they saw the horror. While they were away, the nation of Amalek, that nation that God has told us, Timche Zecher Amalek, that we have to eradicate any remnants, any memory of Amalek. They used the opportunity where the armies weren't there, and they burned down the whole city, and they take the women, young and old, and their children, into captivity as hostages. When David HaMelech arrived over there with his army of 600 men, they were devastated. They started bitterly crying, as it says, they were crying so badly, Ad asher ein beim koyach lifkois, they had no more strength even to weep, to cry. David HaMelech had a personal tragedy. Two of his wives, Achinoam and Abigail, were amongst the hostages. But David HaMelech, instead of becoming desperate, instead of giving up, he went to the Kohen and asked God, should we go to battle? And the response was, yes, and you will be victorious. David HaMelech pursued them. And on the way he met an Egyptian, just about expiring. And he tells him, look, it's been 3 days that I've been left over here. I have been a slave by one of the masters of the Amalekim. And David HaMelech fed him, and he indicated to David where he should pursue, where they went. In fact, they went, they pursued them, but they saw the army of David HaMelech coming, they ran away, and they were able to free all the hostages. Interesting. This is the story of Tsiklag, near Kiryat Gat, the story of one soldier being freed this week. Now, obviously, we don't content ourselves with just one soldier. We want everybody freed. But David HaMelech shows us the way to do it. You do not beg. You do not make deals with murderers. You do not do an exchange. You battle them, you destroy them, and that's how you get your hostages back. Now, I'm not a military person, I'm not a politician, I'm just sharing with you what the Torah records what David HaMelech did. Another interesting point, when they took all the wealth, because the Amalekim, they ran away, so they had all the spoils, David HaMelech divided it with every single soldier, those who were actively involved in the battle and those who stayed home on the home front. Said everybody's equally participating. And this is what we see today, how everyone is participating in the war effort by giving food, by sending money, by coming and entertaining, and so on and so forth. The Achdus, the oneness is just amazing. And this is what's going to bring us the ultimate light. Not the fire of weapons, but the fire of the Mizbeach in the Beis Hamikdash.